Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What's that, John?
Oh, that is a Frankenhooker.
I like how your lighting automatically goes big when she gets close to the camera.
Yeah.
Look at her
Look
face.
at her.
She's asking for a date.
That's the
On a
brat doll
date.
you don't
My
buy your
date?
kid for Christmas.
Yeah, that's definitely the brat doll you get for Christmas. It's like Nightmare
Absolutely.
Before Christmas style. The shrunken head.
Absolutely.
Well,
This
tonight,
is
guys.
that was a Paul Bearer Press exclusive a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, it's interesting. That is interesting. One of these days, you have to tell the listeners where to go to get all these wonderful trinkets and toys.
There's a lot of places. There's a lot of
Where
trinkets.
does he get these wonderful toys?
Yep.
All right. Tonight we are doing Frankenstein, the remake by the amazing Guillermo del Toro. You're gonna hear me fanboy hard tonight, fellas.
Brilliant film.
Mhm.
I really you think if everyone does a Mount Rushmore. My original Mount Rushmore was, of course, the classic The Bride, Curse by Hammer, and Mary Shelley's. But I have to remove Mary Shelley's and put this on the Mount Rushmore. He nails it incredibly well, Guillermo, but also he does a few changes to the story which work. And I was a
Yeah.
little nervous for a little part of that because he does skip a big part of the story.
He does. He
Mhm.
does. And I picked up on that too when I was watching, and I was like, oh, this is where it's gonna tank. And it did
Yes.
not. It was an
Yes.
artful decision and it worked
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, so I've never actually read the book. I started it the other night.
Oh, good. It's an
Dude.
amazing read.
It is.
Dude, the number of classics like that I haven't read is appalling because I didn't read in high school because I don't like being forced.
Yeah, fair.
All right.
We're forcing kids to read A Tale of Two Cities now, by the way. It's one of my favorite stories. It's a horrible read because of the language, but the story itself is amazing.
These
Yeah.
kids need to learn Old English, okay?
At the Barn Publishing, when we started up, we're going to do a remake of A Tale of Two Cities to make it palatable. We're going to do it all in Vine format. 7-second video clips for the whole thing.
That's going to be brutal. I'm ready.
I think we could legally do it.
Thousands. I think you probably
Thousands.
can.
Public
I know.
domain.
I think
Public
that's public
domain.
domain. I don't think you have to worry about that at all.
Dark Knight Rises?
Well, that really was
That's
just
not public domain.
was inspired.
No,
Well, Dark
but-
Knight Rises is completely built atop the framework of the story of A Tale of Two Cities.
Mhm.
So Nolan did a great job with that too. But he didn't like outright steal it. You could do that with any public property. You might get sued, but you'd win.
Well,
That kind of thing. Or
that's
non-public
why
property, I
that's why there are so many Night of the Living Dead releases and knockoffs because they messed up with the copyright. So
mean.
that's
Yeah.
that's public domain, and people have abused it for decades now.
And they're
Well, it-
saturated.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing with Frankenstein. Frankenstein, Dracula, Phantom of the Opera.
Well,
it's all in
they
the public
became
domain.
they
Yeah,
became public. Well, Phantom of the Opera is not. Weber still
Oh.
owns that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He owns
Doesn't he?
that property, but I don't think he owns all of the Phantom properties because Del Toro's talking about doing that next.
Yep.
Well, they might have to pay him. That's the
They
only thing.
might.
Did he
They
write
might.
the original? Did he write the original Phantom? First question, is the Broadway show the original Phantom story?
No.
If not, if it's like
No,
Grimm's
I think
Fairy
it-
Tales, then yeah, you're
yeah.
SOL, Weber.
Yeah, I
Phantom of the
I
Opera
think
was originally a novel.
I think the original is well into public domain now. Also, I think that's how Weber was able to do it.
Okay, that makes sense then. Good. I apologize, Ryan.
No. I mean, there's a difference because you have the original novel, which was written, I think, in 1908, 1910. And then you have the musical version, which follows the novel, but it's
I
more,
did not know that this was a novel.
the novel's a little more, I guess, I don't want to say gorier. It's a little more grimmer.
Gothic noir, probably something like
Yeah,
that.
the silent version with Lon Chaney Sr. covers it.
Listen to this
correctly.
guy go.
Oh, it's the
What did you
original.
write your dissertation on this, you wacky weirdo?
Actually, no, I wrote my dissertation on Batman Returns, but that's a whole other story.
The dip we just took in intellectualism is stark. is shocking.
Um,
where we
the
where we were and where we are is there were different worlds now.
Emperor Penguins walking Danny DeVito to his watery grave. Great
Oh, man.
cinema. But let's get back to great cinema in Frankenstein.
Mhm.
Guillermo del Toro,
Fantastic.
it's just amazing, and he gets his little twist. We were watching, we were sending each other reels, and I love the fact that Oscar Isaac was like a rock star, and now I want to watch it again to see those
Mhm.
mannerisms.
Uh-huh.
And thinking about it, it's 100% there.
Yeah. Yeah, talking about how he watched lots of Prince performances to
Oh,
nail
cool.
down the mannerisms and stuff, and then yeah, I want to rewatch it to see like if that's really identifiable,
Yes.
because I bet it is. Like I
This-
bet it's completely like, oh yeah, there's some Prince stuff. There, I think he watched a bunch of Rolling Stones for it, like a whole
Everybody does the Stones for like the,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, because Jagger is so, Jagger.
jaggery. We can't take away Isaac's performance has been overshadowed, at least in on social media, I'd say, by Jacob Elordi's
Hmm.
performance as the creature, because
Yeah.
he does well, because everybody's in the heartthrob like romanticy mode and stuff like that, and they're obsessed with how the creature turned out and like,
Yeah.
hot Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
does do, though, when you think of it objectively as a male who's not into other males, if you think of it in the objective filmmaking standpoint, the way he acts as the creature for the first half of the film with almost no dialogue is phenomenal.
Mhm.
Yes.
And he's also covered in makeup, so we can't really rely on his expressions. It's a lot of it's in the eyes, a lot of it's in his hand movements, and it's really, really well done.
Mhm. 10 hours of makeup.
Which he said he liked, by the way, on
Yeah.
Fallon. He said he was like, yeah, it gives me time to get into character because it pulls me out of this world so I can go into that world. And I was like, okay.
I don't know about
mean,
that.
It takes 10 hours a day to do that. I don't know. I think I could have done that in fewer, but I'm also not an actor.
I'm 15 solid minutes. Fair.
So for me, Oscar Isaac is the big revelation in acting because I don't think I've seen him outside of a Star Wars movie. And like he's fine in those, but I didn't see it. I don't think I
It's good. It's
legitimately
good.
He
don't
was
think
in AI, dude.
Yes, he was.
didn't watch AI.
Ex Machina.
Okay, I saw that.
Oh,
All
no,
right,
yeah.
very
Ex
good.
Machina, not AI.
Yeah.
Damn, Kearns, what is up tonight? I'm going to get destroyed in the game tonight. My brain is not
Ex-
braining.
Ex Machina.
Come back. No, I'm joking. Ex Machina.
Who's the one in AI who like falls in love with Siri? Is that Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes.
For she? It's not AI either. It's she.
No,
I think.
she. Yep.
Her. It's her, isn't it?
Her.
Her.
Whatever
Yeah. 'Cause
robotic pronoun they
AI
went with.
AI is the one that Spielberg directed with Haley Joel.
Correct.
Ah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Now we're coming all back to full circle, all because of a gaffe.
Mhm.
So, just for the listeners, the movie is available on Netflix. This is one of the few disclaimers we'll give you. We will be spoiling the movie. You can watch it before you listen to this. If you are watching this, I highly recommend you've already watched the film. It is phenomenal. You do not want to spoil the subtle twists and turns we're going to
Yeah.
explore in a little while.
You have just so many good performances, and so many more that I would have liked to see more of. Like Mia Goth is great. I'd like to have seen a lot more of her, but it's a 2.5-hour movie, so you
I
start
could have
talking
gone for
about
5 on this.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought Felix Kammerer as William was really good. He's another sort of revelation. He hasn't been in a ton of movies, and probably most notably as Paul Baumer in the most recent All Quiet on the Western Front,
That's
which I
right.
believe was also a Netflix movie.
Yes, it was. Netflix is coming out with some hits.
Hmm.
Yeah, they tend to.
Well, Netflix has the money to just take wild stabs at things, and some of them hit, and some of them just completely dud.
That's
But
true.
when they hit, they hit.
Yeah,
They
they
hit
do.
hard. Ricky Gervais made that joke at the Golden Globes the last time he hosted. He was like, we should just say, well done, Netflix. Very good. Everybody go home.
Hmm.
Because they just swept the Golden Globes that year. But this movie must have cost him a pretty penny just for casting. Charles Dance is in this. He don't come cheap. I bet you they got Ralph Ineson for cheap, but Charles Dance must have cost a bit. Christoph Waltz is in this as well.
Mhm.
He's no dud.
Nope.
So there's some
120 million.
smaller ones that have notoriety from like Harry Potter. You have David Bradley, if you recognize him as the blind man
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But Bern Gorman's in this as well, which is a revelation to me. I just noticed that. So the cast is pretty well established. It's a
Yeah.
firm cast.
You get Lars Mikkelsen, Mads' brother, so the brother of Hannibal.
The brother of Hannibal.
Lee Sheaf.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they spent $120 million on this. I mean, they put the money out.
They're gonna make so much. Oh my god.
I mean, I saw 29 something million streams in the first 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So box office was only $422,705. So
It was
people
very
definitely
small,
waited.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a very limited release, and having
Really?
seen it,
Okay.
I know you know exactly why it was a limited release. Why they put it in theaters at all is so that it's Academy Award eligible.
Yeah.
Which it can win.
Oh,
I-
it better.
I mean, listen, off the top of my head, I haven't watched a lot of the Oscar bait movies yet. And I think we've discussed previously, I haven't watched a lot of them in a few years, so I don't have a real basis for it. But it would be hard for me to imagine many movies better than this. Better cinema than this. Like, this is what the movie watching experience should be. You have all of it.
I agree 100%, man. You nailed it with that. It's a story well told at its core, and you need that for your best picture. And it's just so firm on all sides. You have your special effects arm that just looks so good. You have your reimagining. There's some nuance here. It's not the same old thing. It's a new version for a new time we're living in as well. The acting is insane. The directing is insane. I mean, the script is insane.
Yes. He
Where are we
did an
gonna
awesome
go?
job.
Yeah,
They're gonna snub them somehow, I'm sure of it. But
No, this is his swan song. I mean,
Guillermo
del
the
Toro.
Mountains of Madness will be his swan song, sir.
Ooh, okay.
This is his masterpiece. I mean, he's gonna have to work really hard to outdo this. And I think I've said that a few times about his work. Like as far back,
I don't know if I like. I'm sorry.
as far
Pan's
back
Labyrinth
as
is still
Pan's.
my favorite of his work.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah. Shape of Water is also another phenomenal, simple story.
Yes.
A simple, beautiful story and message that won Best Picture.
Yep.
But almost a year ago, we were here bitching about the Oscars, and I hope it comes
Yeah, we
full
were.
circle and we get to celebrate this time in December or January, whenever it comes out, because we were upset that Nosferatu was completely kind of overlooked at the Academy, by the Academy.
Yeah.
And that's not fair. But this movie compared to it,
Oh God, I prefer Frankenstein over Nosferatu.
I mean, that's just
absolutely.
Sorry.
You shouldn't have even bothered saying that.
Yeah, I don't even know that
prefer
it's
steak over dog food too.
Yeah, I don't think it's particularly close, which I think for a lot of people would have been a surprise after having sat through Nosferatu. And it's not close.
True. 'Cause
Well, I
that-
mean, also
Hey.
calling that dog food is not fair. It's just a very different movie. It's
Correct.
London royalty or filet mignon.
Well, here's the question. He's coming out with Wolf. I think it's coming out in December.
Who is he?
Robert Eggers,
Oh
guys-
yeah, yeah. Robert
the old
Eggers
English.
yeah, is it this December? Did he turn it around that quickly?
I thought he did because if it does, that might be in contention for the Oscars as well. Because that looks, from what I've seen, that looks amazing.
That would be foolish of him because if he's got a brain in his head, he doesn't want to go up against this. Yeah, I mean, if you're cocksure, sure, go after it. But you're looking for the crumbs of Frankenstein's going to leave behind. Plus, they love to be able to pander, and people love this movie.
True.
Yeah.
Social
Okay.
media is exploding.
So 2026, December of next year.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah. That
it'll be
makes more
content.
sense. That 'cause
Okay.
that would be a quick turnaround for him to do Nosferatu and then another epic like that.
Mm-hmm.
Things have happened in Hollywood
Y-
like that.
Yeah, I mean it happens, but that would be a lot, and especially like you have to know if you're making that kind of horror movie, especially at this point in time, clear out. Like this is gonna the next couple months. I think Frankenstein dominates that conversation.
It's
I'm sh-
better.
True. I'm shocked it's not really number one on Netflix. I think it's been in the number 2 spot the last time I checked.
I mean,
Christmas
I
Wow.
romance films. They're coming out and these
because yeah, I mean, because that's as big a
horrible.
demographic probably as they have at this point is these women who love their little like Christmas romance
Hallmark. Yeah, the
crap,
Hallmark.
Not
But
that
how
there's
many
anything
streams did you say? 26 point
It
something
was
million?
29.1, I believe.
If it can do
Yes.
half that over the next 3 weeks, it'll be crazy.
And that's the kind of thing that will make it difficult to ignore for the Academy, especially off of a year where their ratings were down and, they're going to want to bring one of these big properties in somehow to attract viewers. And if Frankenstein is a massive hit, they almost have to just because of that.
I agree.
I have a question. We have a bit of a Godfather situation here. Is Oscar Isaac the lead actor, or is Jacob Elordi the lead actor?
Oscar. I would consider Oscar.
I
I mean, it's
Chino
two
would have something to
halves.
say to you about
It's
that.
two.
Yeah.
It's two halves of a whole.
So who gets the best supporting nod?
I mean,
Because
Ooh.
Elordi's probably going to win. Just going to
I
say it.
mean,
You can put
do
them
you
both there.
do you wind up with best Oscar nominees and then Christoph Waltz that sneaks in for supporting?
And
He
then
wouldn't.
me,
He probably wouldn't win it for best
He
supporting,
probably
though, because it's a
wouldn't, but
meek performance for him in particular.
but I mean, he's the
That
kind of
wig.
guy they love to nominate too.
Oh yeah, because he looks so good
Yeah.
on sitting there with his little actor face.
and he's coming off
He's
from
just great.
he's coming off Only Murders in the Building too. So there's a lot of spotlight on him this year, which is cool.
It's true.
I like Christoph
That is
Waltz.
true. Yeah, he's great. He's always a good hang in movies and
Mhm.
shows. All right, I just figured I'd throw that curveball at you guys before we segue into John's evil game.
It's not that evil.
20 minutes in. We usually do the game 10 minutes in, but we're so excited about this movie.
Yeah, we have
Guillermo.
a keeper
Yeah,
cut.
I was waiting for you.
Keeper cut.
A keeper
Eight
cut
films.
tonight. 8 movies. You keep 4, you cut 4. Same rules as always. And I think I got a good one for you. Theme's not going to be too hard. There's your first movie.
Guillermo del
Okay.
Toro movies.
It is Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del
Vampire movies.
Wait,
So-
it was?
Yep.
No, it played 2, so
Keeper
there's
cut
something to it.
Blade 2. Yeah, oh, it's Guillermo.
Oh, they're all Guillermo
Right.
del Toro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're all Del Toro. Cut. Well, knowing the theme, cut.
Yeah. Knowing that this, I
You
think
know
this
what?
is one of your
Uh,
easier ones. Yeah,
I'm gonna be
Ryan.
real. I'm gonna keep Blade 2. I love Blade 2. I was just talking
How
about
do
it in
you
the
keep
car.
Blade 2 knowing you have to keep 3 of the movies that are going to be on this list? Unless Frankenstein isn't.
I'll give
Then
you that.
2 of them
I'll
have
give
to
you
be
that. I did not include Frankenstein.
Okay, that
Okay,
helps
cool.
to keep this a little bit more interesting.
did-
Come on, you got Norman Reedus in it. It's Ron Perlman.
Isn't
See-
Ryan Reynolds in it?
No, that's the third one, sir.
Oh,
No, that's
hot garbage
Trinity.
third.
Yeah, this is a good follow up. This is a good sequel. It's the one.
It's all right.
No,
This is probably
Yeah.
one of my least favorite Del Toro movies. Like, it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's down there with
It's fine.
Golden
but
Army
it's not
one.
like it's not his best work to me.
okay.
He was brought on for the monster designs.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
They didn't bring him on for his chops,
Absolutely.
which he clearly has.
Which is probably why he got this one too.
Boom. Keep.
Nice.
Gotta
ke-
keep Nick.
I'm-
I've seen
I'm-
this movie 20 times plus, easily.
I'm keeping this one too.
Ooh,
I know, I know.
Dark Mold, you are walking yourself into a hole here, sir.
This is my first Guillermo del Toro movie I ever watched. I remember the DVD click
Oh,
open.
Yeah,
It
I think
just-
it was. I think it was mine too, without even realizing what or who Guillermo del Toro was.
So
I
good.
had the chance to meet and briefly speak to Mira Sorvino at Chiller, and she's just delightful. She's a wonderful person who's really good. She's kind to her fans,
Uh huh.
so
I like.
I
hearing that.
appreciated seeing. And it's very easy to see the difference between them. The kind that are there that just get 50 grand, and the kind that are there to be kind of fans.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yeah, you can always tell at cons who's there for what.
It's true.
All right.
Mimic's great flick, man.
Yep. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Sure.
Crimson Peak.
I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna wipe it.
All right.
Keep. I'm keeping Crimson Peak.
I have to rewatch this.
It's understated. It's underknown too.
Tom
I-
Hiddleston?
I shouldn't say understated.
I didn't love it, but I want to rewatch it because I feel like I should have.
Well, when you rewatch it, you're probably going to see what he was going for.
Mhm.
Now that we're kind of more familiar with his ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's Hiddleston, Viking guy Charlie Hunnam, or no, motorcycle guy Charlie Hunnam.
Oh,
Burt
Jack.
Gorman's in everything Guillermo del Toro did. He must owe him money or something. Jessica Chastain is in this. Obviously, she's on the cover.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Okay.
it's a good flick. You'll like it, Ryan. It's
Yeah.
deep. It's like one of those you got to really be in the mood for a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I'm sold.
All
He hasn't
right.
done anything I'm disappointed with.
Got two
Yeah.
keeps already. That's not good for me.
Yeah. Well, Pacific
Nope.
Rim.
Cut. I loved it. Cut.
I love Pacific Rim. Yeah.
Loved it.
You
Gotta
know
flush
what?
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I do love this film as well. But sorry.
There's one more that's gonna actually I probably should have chosen instead of Crimson Peak. Damn it.
Oh, we'll
damn
see.
It, damn it. All right.
We'll see.
We're 2 for 2.
All right. 2-2. Both of
Depends
you
on
have
what you put
2
on this list.
each. Here we go. Nightmare Alley.
I want to see this.
You,
I heard
you
it's
haven't.
excellent thing.
White.
I loved Nightmare
Looked
Alley.
good.
Allison did not. I loved Nightmare Alley.
It's funny how it splits people.
It really, a lot of it didn't feel like a Del Toro movie until seeing where he went with Frankenstein also. You can really more see Del Toro's influence watching more Del Toro.
It's a remake. I know that.
Yeah, I mean,
From,
it,
Rooney
Uh,
is that Rooney Mara?
The 30s.
Yeah,
40s.
Rooney Mara barely looks like Rooney Mara there.
Mhm.
Oh God, that is Rooney
My
Mara.
old high school chum. Rooney Mara. Just
the
name
girl with the
drop.
dragon
Cool.
tattoo.
I walked by that person in the hallways.
Yeah.
Hooray. We have similar career paths. Anywho,
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
have
have
to cut
to
it
you
too.
both have because you haven't
I
seen.
have to.
I want
Yeah.
to.
It's on my list.
I want to redo this after you both have watched Nightmare Alley and see if it's still cut.
I watched Nightmare Alley, just not with fidelity.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like a hungover couch watch.
Not with passion.
All right. Next. I don't remember what's next. Oh, there it
Gosh.
is.
This is the one that I mean, I knew I was going to cut this, but I loved what he did with the visuals in this movie.
Mhm.
This
Agreed.
movie was cool.
The
man.
worlds he built.
I'm gonna have to. I'll cut it. I like the first one more, but I agree with Kearns. The
Shout out
vis-
to Ron Perlman too.
Yeah, oh
Mhm.
God, I can't wait for them to
And
do a third one.
Waterfall. Waterfall, the production company for the people, baby.
Waterfall.
I don't think you're getting a third one, man.
It's in developmental hell,
You're
literally.
Yeah.
you're waiting for this. You're leaving my movies to the last two. I know it.
Absolutely. This was absolutely designed to trap you guys.
Yes, Shape of Water's a definite yes. Love it.
Keith fell in love with this movie over and over again,
Very
and
good.
I literally jumped in the air in the middle of the night whenever they announced it, I was watching the Academy Awards specifically to see if they snubbed him again after Pan's Labyrinth, which is probably next. Keep that too.
Yeah, it's
I hope
absolutely
it's
next.
Hellboy. Oh, I
It's
thought it was
absolutely
Hellboy one.
next. No.
This is the definition of a masterpiece. This film.
I haven't seen it, but I'll accept it on my keep list.
You haven't seen Pan. Oh man.
How do I
At least
how do
I'm
I get him
being
out of
honest.
here?
I'm
How
being
do I
This
get him
is-
out of here?
This is like
Fun
this-
happy place. Fun
Shame.
happy place.
this might
Shame.
this might be the most glaring one you haven't seen. Of all the things that pop up that you haven't seen, this might be the biggest.
It's on the list.
Oh, it's on the
You're
list.
on a list now.
Yeah, you're on a list, man.
I've been
it's
on
on
the
the
list all
list.
day.
You're
Okay.
You're on a list. You're out of order.
You're out of order, sir.
I get that for $1.
After we're done recording, you should take yourself to the fridge, make a little snack, go to the couch, and watch the greatest movie one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And do not watch it. If there is a dub, do not watch that.
No,
You must
don't.
watch the subtitled Spanish one.
I went
Spanish.
looking today for like a cool 4K collection of this. Criterion didn't do the 4K; they only did a Blu-ray, and then
Damn it.
Warner did a 4K that's not particularly well reviewed. Like some of the
That's
colors
interesting.
didn't come out great, and it's apparently not a great transfer.
Man,
That's
alright,
weird.
So I'll buy the Criterion one then. 'Cause I got to show this to my kids one day to ruin their lives. It's a beautiful, it's tragically beautiful is the best way I think I can describe this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sold. It's like the whole like his version of a whole world, which you kind of get. Oh, what was it? Pan's Labyrinth was before Golden Army, or was Golden Army before Pan's Labyrinth?
It was after Golden Army.
It was okay. So
It
like
was-
I feel
yeah,
like
I believe so.
Golden
check.
Army gives a little bit of a taste then, and then Pan's Labyrinth like goes full forward
Trying
into
to think,
it.
I think Pan's
That
might
whole
have been
world.
before Hellboy too.
Was it?
Golden Army was 2008. Pan's Labyrinth was 2006. You are correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gave it a taste in the Golden Army, but still,
We probably got Golden Army because Pan's Labyrinth was such a masterpiece.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody was pissed off when it didn't win a single award besides costume design. I want you to think about that when you're watching this movie.
Mm-hmm.
well, he did an awesome job in the first Hellboy, which is based on the first run of the comics. I think the first 5 issues. So the second one was like his taste. It's like Tim Burton
Why are we
doing
talking
Batman.
about Hellboy? We're on Pan's Labyrinth.
What? Oh, sorry, my
We're on
bad.
Pan's Labyrinth. Sir. No, keep going. I'm just messing around.
Yeah, he did what Tim Burton did. He did the comic book movie, and then he did his own version. And
Yeah.
they gave him the free run with the Golden Army, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm. And
But
that's
Pan's Labyrinth is definitely on the list.
that's the thing.
Not
you're
on the
gonna-
list. You have to watch it immediately.
Yeah. Like if you show up at work Monday without having watched Pans, you have to leave.
And without pay.
I'm
No,
like, you
you
have
know
to
what? You
dock
know
your
what?
pay.
No.
I'm gonna get there extra early and I'm gonna have the security guard stop you on the way in and ask if you saw Pans. And if you haven't, we're pulling the gate and turning you around. And you cannot come
You-
back until you've watched Pan's Labyrinth.
How early
Call
are you
the
going to get
police.
there?
I'm going to call the
No,
police.
don't call the police.
I'm going to call the police on
I-
you. This man
I-
has not watched Pan's Labyrinth.
I know about what time you usually get there, so I just have to get there 5 minutes earlier. It's
think
not a
so?
big
Oh,
stretch.
yeah,
It's-
now he knows your trick, though.
Oh, he
I-
he.
I w- if I
I
have
roll
to
in
get
behind him.
if I have to get there before security and pull my car across the entrance,
If I have to smash through the gate,
I will prevent everybody that works there from going to work on Monday if you haven't watched Pan's Labyrinth.
you'll be a hero. You,
Yeah.
you'd be an
They'll all
unsung
be like
hero.
Ryan's
villain.
lack of film appreciation led to this. Like when the water main broke, you'll be a natural disaster of sorts.
Oh God, I'm waiting
An
for part
industrial
2.
disaster.
Part 2.
So-
to happen.
You have to watch it though. Like all kidding aside, it needs to be in your mind because you're such a film guy. It's like it's a damn shame that you don't know this movie.
I've studied like I've read articles about it. I've studied a couple clips. Well,
Mhm.
when you're in 2006 in college,
Don't
that was
ruin
like,
it for you.
that's the big scene that we talked about is when that specific character pops out of the tree and the meaning of it. I think talking to the little girl, right?
Yeah, the satyr.
Yep. So like we've gotten like how the visuals are, the camera angles, the close-ups, the use of the design, the
All great
cosmetics,
additions
prosthetics.
to a much larger whole. Plus
And
the
that-
fact that the satyr has always been an analogy or a metaphor for Jesus and all this other stuff that you're going to pick up on as you watch the actual movie. You must watch the movie, Ryan.
And that
So-
all that didn't make you go home immediately and watch it.
This is why we hate you. You realize
Yeah,
this. Like
yeah.
you're aware of how amazing it is and you still haven't seen it. Is it
I
because you
was-
don't like to read?
Whoa. Kurosawa, thank you very much.
Fair.
Seven
All right,
Samurai,
I'll
3
slow my
hours,
roll.
black and white.
But it's
Skipped
Spanish
intermission.
of Spain, by the way. It's not
Yeah.
it's not set in the Americas. It's set in Spain.
Okay.
World
yeah.
War II.
Spanish Revolution.
Revolution.
Latin?
Latin?
Latin? Or
Latin?
no?
What?
just
No, not
Spanish?
Rome. Not
No.
ancient
no.
Rome.
No.
Spanish.
Spain,
okay.
Spain.
World War II.
Spain,
In
Spain
Spain.
Revolution, Spanish Revolution during World
Latin.
War
Well,
II.
I mean,
Uh,
the alternate
in
world.
Spain, Greek? Is it Greek? No, it's Spanish.
Italian? Is it
French,
Italian?
Portuguese. In a rare twist. Ryan. You
Jeez.
deserved all of that for not seeing Pan's Labyrinth. Who won,
absolutely.
John?
Who won what? Let's see. You did.
No, you lose
What?
everything, Ryan.
You did.
I win just because.
Because Ryan
guess
didn't see
you did.
Pans, and because you kept Mimic. And
I knew I
had
was gonna.
Mimic too.
I knew I was gonna.
But
Be,
Ryan-
as soon as I
Ryan-
heard the
Ryan-
sound John made.
Ryan kept Blade 2.
It's not a bad sequel. It's not a bad.
You've seen Blade 2 probably multiple times, I'm guessing. and
on
you have not
Sci-Fi.
seen Pan's Labyrinth. Fair. Also
On Sci-
fair.
5
when
o'clock,
the-
sir.
I'm not proud of what I've seen because of AMC's existence. Like how many times I've seen them, I guess. All right, guys. That was a fun game.
I like that one.
I
like
like it all
the
over
keep
Ryan. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like the keep cut. Maybe I'll do more that we can just crap on Ryan over.
Yeah. Let's do that.
You know what? I would love for you to do a keep cut of Halloween.
You know what's
Oh,
actually kind of
I'd
nice
love
about
to do
this
that.
is that
I'd be-
if he waits and we put Pan's Labyrinth on the schedule, we can really see how affected he is by it. Because that movie it's an experience, Ryan.
Mhm.
Like that's why we're getting on your case. John and I were both very moved, and as with millions of other people who watched
Absolutely.
it, you're gonna really. If you loved Frankenstein, you're going to shit yourself over Pan's Labyrinth.
Well, it's the
Mhm.
emotion. Like he's been very emotional recently. I feel like recently with his films, like Pinocchio was the last film, and
I would argue Pan's Labyrinth is his most emotionally driven film.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh no, I agree based on what you guys are saying, but I've seen it. It's grown more. I think recently again, like the emotion, especially like with
Uh-huh.
father and son bonds,
Yep.
Pinocchio, Geppetto, and even with Frankenstein and Victor. It's an interesting concept, and I'm curious if he gets Phantom of the Opera. What's his like whole theme? What's his motive? Because I feel like
That one's going to
there's
be
all
more
theme
about
with it.
love, Shape of Water, and what love is, what true love
Mhm,
is, what
Okay.
And-
it means to love. It'll be back to that.
I think some of the thing with hearing him talk about his movies now versus talking about his movies when it was Pans is he speaks English better. He was limited
Yeah.
Yeah,
in,
he does.
in how he could talk about his movies 20 years ago. And now he speaks
I wonder how many people.
better English than me.
I don't know about that, but I wonder how many people just didn't watch Pan's Labyrinth because it was Spanish language with subtitles. Because
Yeah.
now they made the rule you must watch the movies to vote. I bet you a ton of people didn't even watch it.
I'm sure they didn't. I mean, listen, little insider thing. My dad was a member of the Academy for like the last 25, 30 years of his life. It was like $200 a year membership. And starting about this time every year, the mailers of screeners he would get, just ridiculous. Like if it came out that year with a big name in it, he got it. Like even if it had no chance of being nominated, he got a copy of it because it was appeasing the stars.
That's
So
cool.
but there's no way you could watch the amount of movies that they were sending out. No chance.
In
We
hell.
used to get Chevy Chases because our buddy worked for him, and she would bring over the Chevy Chase ones, and we watched
Yeah.
Ghost World. Like Scarlett Johansson's breakout film was kind of Ghost World,
Dude,
and a few of these other ones.
They
I
s-
Am Sam we watched, which was
Yeah,
not a good
yeah.
thing for a bunch of 17-year-olds to watch and try to take
No,
serious.
no, not at all.
We weren't terrible. We were pretty bad.
But speaking of Chevy Chase, they sent him Spies Like Us. There is
Yeah,
no
okay.
world in which Spies Like Us is getting nominated for anything at the Academy Awards. The
It's a
Golden
classic.
Raspberries, maybe. Spies Like
Classic
Us,
horrible film.
so bad.
Wait,
See,
Memoirs of the Invisible Man.
I can't do bad comedies. I can do bad horror movies. I can do bad action movies. I can't do bad comedies.
that's fair. Very fair.
Okay.
And back into Frankenstein with a couple reviews, shall we, guys?
5-star. I'm ready.
5-star. Always start with a 5-star. This film is quite simply a work of art. It's everything you want from a gothic horror and the best in its genre for a long time. Jacob Elordi is mesmerizing as the creature. There's no hammy overacting, and his transition from innocent newborn to terrified killer is fantastic. I would just love to wander through those sets.
That's cool.
A lot of green screens, but yeah.
I agree with that. I feel like a lot of it was.
There's a
not
lot of
green
practical
screen.
set design in
Yeah.
that too.
They do the green screen behind some of it. If you
Mhm.
watch the post stuff on Netflix, you see how they pulled a lot of that off, and it's pretty.
Okay.
So basically, they green screen like the weather in the sky, but the practical. John's right, like the practical sets, the castle and stuff. That's
Mhm.
all there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would argue with is I don't think he really turns into a terrified killer.
You never once. I never once stopped sympathizing with him.
No, not at all.
Even during Isaac's portion of. Actually, Isaac's portion of the story, he never really becomes very bloodthirsty.
No.
The boat, he's being cool. So I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, wreck those damn Russian sailors.
Yeah, I mean, in the moments where he's killing anybody, it's self-defense.
Yeah, it goes back to I would say like a little bit of the original story, but also the Boris Karloff version, where he's just like learning about life. Like, spoiler, he does. He accidentally kills the girl because he thinks she's a beautiful flower.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Lenny's her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
well.
he does.
Oh, we'll hug it and squeeze it and love
Yes,
it
I
and call
love
it
it.
George.
But it's like that simpleness of like, there's a simpleness to him, and it develops in this film because the blending of the novel as well as those
Mhm.
classic stories of being gentle and just wanting to live and to
What's so
experience
cool
love.
is the Karloff version. Karloff needed to rely on that visceral scene to get across the danger the monster poses because of what it is. And Del Toro gets to go at it from a different angle based on the tools he has and the evolution of storytelling in general since then. And it's kind of neat to put them next to each other and see how they pulled off something. Well, it's a little different what they pull off, but the different ways they do it too. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
No Igor though,
No.
or
I
Igor.
mean, to an extent, you do.
Yeah, what's his face is Igor. He's got and at the end he's like, I've got syphilis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know you're
Christoph
talking.
Waltz.
Christoph
Yeah,
Waltz,
he's
yes.
Heinrich Harlander is sort
Yeah,
of the
he's-
pseudo Igor.
Yeah, he's, Igor-esque. He's not really a lab assistant so much as a financial assistant.
Okay, fair on that.
A syphilitic financial assistant.
It was just his wig. That was his hump, his wig.
Yeah.
His lovely lady, huh? Check it out.
Yeah. So, I had to find some bad ones too.
I'm shocked there is
This is
even
gonna be
bad
such
ones.
rage.
There
bait. I
are.
should probably leave the room.
So number one of the big criticisms I've seen is that Del Toro took liberties with the story and changed the way the story goes. And I didn't include any of that because I think that's trash.
Goes without saying, by the way.
You should be able to appreciate a book and a well-made movie based on a book that takes some liberties. The Godfather is based on a book. The Godfather movie takes a lot of liberty with that story.
Yes.
It does.
It can be done well. You don't have to. They're not exclusive, and I don't really even like entertaining that discussion. Like, he put his name on this. Obviously, it's his vision of the Frankenstein story.
And yeah, he wrote it. I mean, he wrote the screenplay.
I mean, Mary Shelley has a credit. She has a writing credit on this, but he took liberties with the story as he should. Like, you want somebody's vision of what a world should be, not just parroting what the world the author created is.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Yeah. That's why it gets so fishy when you watch a film adaptation and then you're just like, from a great book, and you're kind of pissed because they don't nail it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they should have
Yes.
gone in a different direction
Yeah.
and made it more their own, things like that.
Yeah,
It's Kubrick
and-
King.
I'll say this: the day before I watched Frankenstein, I watched The Long Walk,
Okay.
which I loved, but they took liberties with that story. Like, definitely, like, again, like changing big elements of it, but it worked for me because otherwise, what every beat is. If it's a story you liked, you know exactly what you're about to see. What's the fun?
It's
Yeah.
true.
If
True.
if you're a real reader, you visualize what you're reading. So you've seen it by the time you're sitting in a movie theater, you've seen it how you want to see it. When I sit to watch a movie based on a book, I want to see what somebody else saw.
That's cool. Yeah, and I agree with that. The perspective. It's good to have all the different perspectives. Like, I think about Walking Dead a lot in season 9, when they first introduced Negan, and you're
Mhm.
sitting there watching it, and you kind of get an idea, spoiler, that Glenn's gonna get it, but then Abraham gets it first, and you're like on the edge of your seat, like, oh, that
Mhm.
wasn't supposed to happen. And I mean, that series is long, and I feel like overdrawn and all that, but like they took liberties a lot with it.
I mean, they took liberties from basically episode 1 or 2 on.
Yes, especially with
Yeah.
Shane
And
Herschel's
yeah,
farm.
I mean, Shane in particular, like that character gets a lot more play in that show than you ever did in the graphic novels.
Yeah, 2 issues, and then dead, and then 2
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
But that's John Bethenroll,
Bernthal.
Bernstein.
Bernstein Bear.
beats Bears Battlestar Galactica. So anyway, back to our bad review. Half a star.
Uh,
I
Terrible.
hope that person gets syphilis.
Terrible movie. Another poorly made movie by Netflix. Zero attention to details. Poor character connection and a terrible plot. Another film they rushed at the cost of adding garbage to the content library.
that
All right.
blasphemy.
That's got to be a Russian bot account.
Yeah. I didn't like the beginning.
He hated the fact that the Russians on the boats were getting murdered by the monster.
They get their get back. They shoot them through the ice.
I mean, I don't know.
They're
man.
wrong.
Like, I don't know how you come to, like, I can understand if you didn't like it. Sort of. But for those to be your criticisms of this, it's like,
You didn't like this film. There's something wrong with you, and you need to fix it.
probably.
You need to go on a vision quest and figure out why you wouldn't like a film like this, because it's moving. It's a moving film with a deep, deep, resonating message about multiple things. Love, companionship, the cycle of trauma, fatherhood. Whoever this half star is a half-wit. Boom.
It could have been.
Burned.
It could have been too much.
Boom,
I
roasted.
mean, who? Igor wrote this. I feel like some people, like, it's a lot, and some people can't really handle it, and that, it's give it a couple watches. I mean, it took me 7 watches to like Anchorman. Give it a few watches on this. You might like it.
You wait a minute.
What?
You gave Anchorman 6 more watches after you didn't like it, and you haven't watched Pans?
My uncle kept
I-
saying you have
I-
to keep
I-
watching it.
I can't let that one go. You watched Anchorman 7 times, knowing you didn't like it the first 6 times.
It grew on me. It grew on me. Scotchy, scotch, scotch. I love lamp. You know, Brick had a
Why are we
grenade.
talking about Anchorman in the same episode as you're discussing all these masterpieces? Anchorman is a comedic masterpiece. I'll give you that.
It's fine.
But
It's,
it's fine. It's a
fine.
good hang. All right. So I wanted to tee you guys off with the idea of how the movie begins,
Mhm.
and we can juxtapose it a bit with the book if you want to. But I just want to know if it worked for you. The prelude beginning
Yes.
in the North Pole, well, in the Arctic, we'll call it, because they weren't at the North Pole. They were like where north of Canada, or in the
No.
Baltics or something.
I think it's north of Russia. I think it's meant to be like
Yes.
the ocean above Russia.
Agreed.
So they're up there, and we get Frankenstein. Well, we get the perspective of the Russian ship captain and first mate and the men who are trying to get the boat freed from the ice.
Mhm.
And then we see the explosion, and they rush over and they find Victor Frankenstein on the ground. There's a little bit of comedy there when they find his prosthetic leg and stuff like that.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
then the monster howls and roars and begin. Like, how did the beginning work for you guys?
I mean, it pulls you in right off, at least for me. Like, I was immediately engaged. Like, it's the right way to start what this movie's going to be, with a big action set. You know, you have the tension of them being stuck in the ice, which is very, very Franklin Expedition, trying to find that Northwest Passage. Very much like The Terror. I don't know, the book and the TV show. So it gives you a lot of that feeling and a lot of the dread of knowing or thinking you know what's going to come.
Being a fan since the Karloff days, 1931, it opens differently in the original film. And then I read the book young, and reading it, and then you see Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, you get that idea. Guillermo del Toro does it perfectly. Again, the tension, they're stuck, there's no hope. And then they see this fireball and they hear the monster, and it's like all this action happening at once. And it, as an audience member, it really it captured me. And I was like, what's going to happen? What is he doing different that hasn't been done before? And it's like, all right, we think
There's
we
a
got him.
monster reveal. There's a monster reveal moment. In the
Yes.
beginning, you don't get to see the monster. He's covered in all the fur coat stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't get to see his face. And I thought that was a great idea to add tension and build mystery to something we already know. We know what Frankenstein is. So I thought that was great. And I thought he absolutely crushed the isolation, because you needed the isolation up there to work. I believe you do, because that's a core part of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And it's in the DNA of the story from when it was written, The Year Without Summer. So that was so good. That was just amazing. Then we have Act 1.
Victor's Tale.
Yes, which it's interesting that his mother is also played by Mia Goth, which is
Glad we brought
nice
that
little
up.
connection.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're dead.
Well, very Freudian.
And the color red.
Yeah,
We can do that in a sec. Don't pile it all on at once.
But yeah, you definitely get a lot of the parental issues very quickly. You know, that he's got a basically absentee father who, when he's not absent, is taskmaster. I don't necessarily want to go with abusive, because it's not out of the ordinary for that time period, probably. But,
He really clouts him once.
Yeah, he drives Victor.
Yes.
And to what end? And that's part of this dad story thing, because that's the first part of the cycle that we're seeing, is how he was treated by his father.
He's drilling him on anatomy and biology and physiology, and pushing him in that path from childhood.
I want you to be great. Now, why does his dad want him to be great? To carry on the name, because it's his father's name, and that's important to the father. It's not for Victor's happiness. It's to continue the legacy, and that's an important part of this story. I'm really glad you mentioned that.
Sons living up to the visions of their fathers. Like, that's hard to do.
And Victor tries, and you can see it. Like, we're talking about him, like the strictness. It's like you can see it's been happening for a long time. And once his mom passes in the book, and I believe in the movie, it's the scarlet fever. Um, it's it's a shock, and it's harder for him. Um,
In the movie, it's kind of childbirth, right?
It is
yes,
childbirth.
Yeah.
childbirth. I'm sorry. In the book, they mentioned the scarlet fever on top
Mhm.
because she gets it from Elizabeth, which is a whole different backstory as well on that one.
Mhm. So he loses mom, which is clearly
So that's
his
important too. Before we go through losing mom, what does mom represent before we jump into that?
Mom is
Safety.
Mom's
is everything. She's
Yeah.
safety. She's nurturing. She's
Love.
love, probably more than just maternal love in Victor's mind. There's definitely a little bit of that undercurrent there.
I
But
noticed that too.
like its partner, I mean, they establish right off that it's really the two of them in that big house while dad's off doing what dad does.
Mhm.
And then when dad comes back, it's like a whirlwind blowing through, and that they have each other.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And so now we can do the color. So we've established the mother,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now Ryan wanted to go through the color. What is the color you were talking about?
The red. I feel like for the for me, in my opinion, whenever the red pops out, it's dread for me, and especially when it comes to like this style of gothic horror, anything with red, in my opinion, it's not good. And like even though she's love, she's caring, something bad's gonna happen, and it goes back to the Mask of the Red Death. The Mask of the Red Death brings death, no pun intended, and like
Mhm.
seeing that even when he's wearing it, something bad's gonna happen, in my opinion. Something's gonna go awry.
Mhm.
That's how I saw it, at least.
That's fair. I think you're wrong.
That's fine.
So I think you're
Bully.
right about the mother being represented with the red with the mother all the time is on purpose. It's
Mhm.
love. Red is love. It's the color red has always been symbolically love as well. So that's why I really think Guillermo's not really doing too much with it. The
Mhm.
angel also being emblazoned in red all the time. Even though it's a horror movie and you have the scary angel, Archangel Michael, this fiery angel that kind of drives him, it's also representative of the mother energy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I see where Ryan's going with that, and red is definitely popped up in a lot of movies as like warnings, but it's also warmth, and I think that's kind of what he's trying to get across with that color
Yeah,
in this
I agree.
instance. That's and then she's gone, and he's got a baby brother and a father who is more devoted to the baby brother.
And never really seemed to love the wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and in turn, never really seemed to love Victor. Victor was his mom's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, do you think he actually killed her? Because he's supposed to be the greatest surgeon in the world, and Victor's like, you let her
When
die.
you get an internal bleed at that time frame and that
Yeah,
time
like
period, you're done, man.
Okay.
I know what the purpose of that is. I don't think he did it on purpose. I think it was just the limitations of medicine, and Victor's visceral reaction is you killed her.
Yeah, but hopefully people don't read too much into that. That's just to
Yeah.
quietly roll out that Victor is driven by rage towards his
Yeah,
father now.
Yeah. It's the rage, and it's also the I can do better.
Yeah.
I can stop death. You couldn't stop death. I can.
Super cool, by the way.
Mhm.
Now he's motivated to do that because he has to beat his father.
Yep.
So we're seeing like all of that father-son cycle stuff is like ramped up super early in the movie. We get him growing up, leaving home, dad dies, growing up, leaving home, going into the medical field, obviously, and we jump right into him reanimating a corpse, which is pretty sick.
That was awesome.
That's
And
probably
then-
my favorite visual of this whole movie is that
Yeah, it's pretty good.
initial reanimated half corpse.
Yeah, and then he drops the apple. He's like, please always helps. Or whatever.
Yeah,
Just-
no, you're right.
Just that scene, and like I saw and somehow Bill Hader has a special thanks in this. I'm not sure how. He had Oscar Isaac on talking about that scene and how he's able to throw the ball up in the air and it just be like a background bonus to the scene. And Bill Hader's like, and I fully understand the idea. Like if an average actor is doing that, the scene becomes about the ball because you have to focus on the up and the down. Oscar Isaac is just, it's the most casual thing, natural thing in the world.
Pretty cool.
Bill Hader had some choice words for him. It was a
Yeah,
positive
yeah,
choice words,
yeah,
but it was some choice words.
yeah.
Um,
Definitely. No.
I don't want to harp too much on these early scenes because we could talk about each scene in this movie at length.
Yeah.
But we're gonna swing into Mia Goth's intro because we do the first thing. He gets kicked out of he becomes a pariah,
Hmm.
and then he sits down and he gets some table time with Mia Goth's character Elizabeth. And we also have already been introduced at this time to Heinrich Harlander, our
Hmm.
Igor, but we're not going to spend too much time on him. He's pretty one-dimensional.
Mhm.
Mia Goth, though, not emblazoned, but she's covered in this beautiful green.
Yes.
And in her entire color palette throughout the whole movie is this green.
Mhm.
Why? What does she
What?
represent? We have the mother, the heart, the love, the energy there. What
I'd
is
say-
Mia Goth? And
I'd
we're giving you a chance at this one, Ryan.
I would say the nature.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah. Okay. I was like nervous. I was like, I really messed up on the red. I'm like thinking of death. You're like, it's love. I'm like, all right.
No, like I see where you were with the red, and I don't completely disagree, but I think it, you know,
No, it's
Whereas-
definitely more love on
Whereas
that.
I was disappointed in you as a friend from that answer.
Well, when you think of the love, right? You think, oh, she's like covered in it, right? And then when he's like working with the monster, I see it now because the red is so small. His
Well,
love
we can
isn't
talk
there
about
for the
that.
monster.
Because the monster has color hues if you
Or the
pay attention.
creature.
When you watch it again, yeah, check the creature,
Mhm.
right? We're not calling him a monster
He's
anymore.
just not a monster.
This poor misunderstood boy. But the Mia Goth first, the nature aspects, absolutely. And that draws into the realm of what is the realm of man, what is
Mhm.
natural,
Mhm.
and what is the realm of the gods, which is where Victor is kind of putting his foot briefly when he reanimates the creature.
I'm gonna be happy because he didn't put an abnormal brain into his head. Like,
That's a young Frankenstein joke, everybody. Abby Normal. No, he takes super hot people and pulls them all off the battlefield so that there can be thirst trap interviews in the future to promote the movie.
but not from the top or the bottom of the pile because they'll have frostbite damage.
yes, they will.
Yeah, he had to get them warm corpses in the
Yeah.
middle. So Mia Goth nails both roles. The
Oh,
mother
she does.
scenes,
Absolutely.
she does a much better job as Elizabeth. There's more screen time and more time to
Yeah,
develop that
yeah.
character, but she's just great. Another one who I wonder if she's going to get the nod for lead actress in a lead role.
Supporting, maybe.
I would imagine that she probably is more supporting. It'll be. I mean, I guess it also may depend on what else is out there to be
Which-
nominated, but
Which,
I think
which-
I think she's more supporting in this one.
she could be supporting for the mother and then the main for Elizabeth. They're double
That would
double
be
whammy
funny if
right
she
there.
won both. First time ever. It's a great role, but she doesn't have enough
Mhm.
time on screen.
Yeah,
And she's not Brando.
and I mean, but she's just a phenomenal actress, though. Like
I agree.
If you watch the work she did in the X trilogy, and then you watch this,
Yes.
the range that she pulls from distressed final girl in X
Mhm.
to Pearl, where she's just unhinged farm girl, to Maxine, where she's tough triple X actress in the Hollywood in the 80s. Like it just three completely different versions of her in those movies. And then to see how she's able to play this role is amazing. She's really good.
I wish there was
I love
more
hearing you guys
though.
talk about this stuff.
I
Well,
wish
yeah.
there was more because I just saw Maxine and like she kills it, and it's
Mhm.
like there's so much more to the character. Like Guillermo,
Mhm.
I love you, but yes, you should have had more of the bride.
But
Come on, man.
but it's also a choice, like where what
Yeah. Where does she fit?
you're talking a movie that's 2.5 hours as it's already cut. Where do you put
Okay.
more especially if you don't want to start getting to 3.5 hours?
I was gonna say
And
that's what would have
arguably-
pushed it.
the way he constructs the story or reconstructs the story, he takes out the need to create the bride
Yeah.
because Elizabeth fulfills both roles
Yep.
in that. And Victor never truly outwardly, you can see the signs of it, but he never truly outwardly falls in love with her
No.
in this adaptation. Whereas
He's-
in Frankenstein,
He flirts with it. No pun intended.
but it's not
sh-
overt, right? It's the monsters
Yeah,
thing or the
she's-
creatures thing.
For Victor, she's more of a fascination.
Yeah.
With it's kind of like the natural aspect too.
Yeah, and I think there's also an element of sort of toying with his brother in it too, where, oh, could I take her from him? Maybe.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe.
Until
And
he
she seems to be interested in Victor as well.
she's receptive until.
Right, until she sees the real Victor. The
Yeah.
Victor, his father's son, Victor, which we're going to
Yeah.
talk about right now.
Yep.
So Victor makes the creature, and he's basically got a gimp in a castle all by himself. And
Mhm.
Heinrich Hans Handler Igor, whatever his name is dead. He
He's
dies
gone.
of gravity and syphilis.
Yeah.
So
Gravity
So-
first, syphilis secondary.
Victor, I think Del Toro was very deliberate in how Victor treats the monster once the monster doesn't live up to his expectations.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I think it's a direct parallel to how Victor's father was treating him. And I think that's a huge part of this story. I
Yep.
think that there are a few different stories he's built on top of each other, which is a Del Toro favorite. He's really good at it. But I mean, that's really glaring the way Victor is going to cast off this thing that he's created life. And since it's not intelligent enough, he's going to destroy it.
Mhm. And not,
Just
and
like
not,
a
not,
deity.
not even really destroy it even so much as just chain it up and leave it. Like the destruction
Oh.
comes later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the initial,
I was rolling all that in, but yeah.
the initial response is, "Oh, all you can say is Victor. Can't you say anything else?" And all right, you're dangerous. You're gonna get chained in this basement.
I think it
And
was
when he
more
says
disappointment.
Elizabeth too, he decides, yep, I'm killing this thing.
Absolute disappointment.
And
Yeah.
I don't think that's figurative and literal too, because the Elizabeth part is what Elizabeth represents.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that what he's going toward? Is he going toward that direction, or is he going toward Victor's direction?
Mhm.
It's an interesting kind of thing.
I mean, I feel like watching it and how he says Victor's name over and over again. That's his father. That's how he looks at him,
Mhm.
like his protector, and like Victor's father did to him, he treats him like shit, and it's rough.
And
Yeah.
one of us can speak to having kids who can only say a couple of words at first. Like Victor's immediately frustrated that the creature wasn't born fully formed.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, we're running so long, so I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, absolutely, it's an adjustment. And you carry in it doesn't take long for you to realize the way you're doing things and why you're doing them. If you're paying attention to yourself, and if you're doing things the way they were done wrong to you, you can make a correction and stop it, which
That's
is hopefully what I've done.
Well, you still have a leg, all right.
Yeah.
Poor Victor doesn't
Do.
have a leg after that.
I have both legs currently. So we're done with the monster, but the monster lives. Haha. Then we begin part 2. The monster enters the ship, and this is where you notice, okay, this is taking a turn. He's
Yes.
doing something new.
Mhm.
The monster comes in and speaks to them and says, "No, I'm going to tell you my story."
Mhm.
This is also the first time you realize the monster can speak fully,
Mhm.
as it does in the story anyway. But like now we see that, it's a fully sentient being at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's developed from being chained in a basement saying Victor.
And then we get the flash to the creature fleeing the castle and fleeing the water.
Mhm.
Going down the water slide through the fire.
Mhm.
And this is it. This is it in nature. And if you pay attention to the color tones and things like that in this, when he's at peace, so to speak, and learning about the world, it's very like newborn doe, sort of Bambi, beginning of Bambi vibes.
Mhm. And then he kind of gets Bambied.
He does kind of
Yeah.
get Bambied.
Yeah, he
gets
does.
shot by a bunch of people because people don't like what they don't understand, and Del Toro doesn't pull any punches with that.
Nope.
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 So they shoot the shit out of him.
Yeah. And so, I mean, in the existence of the creature, he's experienced whatever it is Victor gave him, which is some mix of anger, hate, and disappointment. The brief moments of compassion that he gets from Elizabeth, and now just outright fear and violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a great combo for something with superhuman strength and
Mhm.
regen, like Wolverine regen.
Yeah.
He goes inside of the gears of a mill, which is in the farmstead of this pretty wonderful family, and also the gentleman who shot him a bunch.
Mhm.
Is the dad, the homestead owner, and there's wolves because there's got to be something to ruin everything. We get this whole scene with the blind man, and by the way, really big nod to David Bradley. I wonder if he might get a nomination for supporting as well.
He could.
He might.
He could.
It's a great job. He does a
killed
good
it.
job.
Yeah.
He's the angry, non-pedophilic janitor in the Harry Potter series. If you guys are familiar out there in the world, he watches
Game of
the
Thrones?
children and snitches on them. Game of Thrones as well. That's right. He's the red. Is he the dad for the red wedding?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
oh god.
Gray.
Yeah, Greyjoy? No, not Greyjoy.
Not Greyjoy. Something
Um,
gray.
'Cause
Anyway,
yeah.
Walter.
Hold
I don't know. Holdor. So anyway, he does a fantastic job in this, and that's the monster's true stepdad moment where he's
Yep.
taught to read, he's taught to understand the world, and he's grown. This is his college experience, I
Yeah.
suppose.
He
And it all goes through pretty well.
Yeah, he learns first watching that family, and then being around the blind man. He learns life and compassion and education, and he just becomes a fuller being.
Oh, he's the spirit of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
That's true.
Yeah.
They call him the spirit of the forest.
Yeah.
And obviously the blind grandfather knows better. And Frankenstein's monster is doing all these things because
Creature.
he needs to be welcomed. He needs to be a part of this thing called life and society, which is very similar to all of us. Like people, I mean, we have to do that too. It's the way we're made.
Yep.
So it's a good watch. It's a simple part of the movie that's kind of a nice break
Mm-hmm.
from all the heavy imagery and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the wolves come and kill his friend.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
he gets
that-
blamed for it.
Yep.
And then my favorite part though is when at the end they basically give him no choice, but when he kills them
Yeah.
as they're trying to continue to shoot him, they track him and he just like rips them to shreds real quick and then wanders off mad
Mm-hmm.
that his buddy's gone. This is the creature I'm speaking about. And that portion of the movie is now over. And we
That
get
was-
into the revenge arc.
Yep.
Real quick, that was my favorite scene from a film goer's point of view. I love that scene with the blind man. It always gets me from the original because it's just so wholesome and it's just like the patience and wanting to teach and help someone who's in need. It's like it's awesome. I don't know.
Shares his bread with him.
It's just an awesome moment, but that leads to something the creature wants, and he visits
lady.
Victor. Yeah.
Well, he wants companionship.
Yeah, he
It's
wants a
like,
companion. I think the lady part is important, but I think the companionship aspect is more important.
Yeah, because he's alone.
Victor does call him out. Though. He's like, "When what? Procreation?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, I don't
But
know
I-
if that's on the table, buddy.
Yeah, I don't even know if
alive.
that's like it doesn't really necessarily seem like something the creature was after. He was more after someone who's stuck living for eternity also.
Yes.
And that's why people are really gravitating toward Mia Goth's performance with him, and they're kind of yucking it all up. That Jacob Elordi and she did such a great job, sort of showing that I accept you for who you are pretty instantly in this movie, and they like it. It's very gothic too, so they enjoy that very much, and that's what she represents to him. So that's why he's gravitating toward her. But he doesn't ask for her. He's like, make me one.
Yeah.
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 He's a gentleman.
Yep.
And we don't
Somewhat.
even get there. We get to this scene we're gonna breeze through super fast, where he's at the wedding, his brother's wedding. The creature arrives. He explains everything in a pretty respectful way
Yep.
in the
Mhm.
beginning, until Victor has to be a jerk, and then Victor gets bonked around. A few people die, including Victor's brother and also Elizabeth.
Yes.
Yes.
And then she's brought into this cave by the creature, who's really like the only one who loved her for what she truly is.
Mhm.
And he lays her down, which is also a metaphor, by the way, everybody. He lays her down on the rock and he leaves her there. And this is where the last hope of seeing the Bride of Frankenstein come out it went away. There was
Yep.
no female creature to be made, and we were made privy to that right after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's very quick too, because it's like gunshot, shock of death. Okay, here comes the bride. You look at the time on Netflix, 30 minutes. How's he gonna do this? Nope. Lays her on the rock
Wow.
and I will hunt you. And it's
Yeah.
like,
And then
oh,
they jump right into the chase, and they segue
Yep.
into it being him on a dog sled. Like, he never stopped from that moment where he started chasing him out of the cave. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
that was a cool fight scene too.
Yeah.
Between Victor and the creature, under the tent and stuff.
Oh, when
I
he
did
holds
like
the
that.
dynamite and he goes
Yes.
on it.
Shit.
So good.
Mhm.
So good.
Yeah.
But he's rage filled at that point. He understands he's immortal, not by choice. He's been given this life against his will, father son duality thing once again. And yeah, so we then we're in the ship, and the crew is like made a barter with the creature. And we're like, hey, stop killing us, please. Just come up and take him. We don't care. We don't care.
Mhm.
The captain's an idiot. We're mad.
Mhm.
So
We want to go home.
he's been in the ship this whole time, and now we get to see the heartwarming scene that
Yeah.
you guys can describe.
For me, it's as much the connection that this hardened tough guy captain makes with the creature, even before the release of Victor. It's that okay, this guy who all you've seen do is yell and scream at people and threaten people is so moved by this story.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it. Watching it got on my heartstrings just because familiar of like the understanding of what the monster goes through with
Mhm.
Victor, the idea of the father figure, kind of like you have to be better, and then having the idea of having siblings and kind of being pushed to the side and all that, and then finally at the end getting that understanding. It's like being in a situation, it's like you're like, crap, like you can see it, but then to have that full circle moment at the end, it's beautiful. It's really done well, and I don't cry a lot with movies. Like I cry at silly stuff, like when I thought Bruce Wayne died, I cried. But with this, it's like you watch Pinocchio, you shed a tear at the end of it, and at this, I did shed a tear, even
was
before
close.
the ending.
It was close.
Victor's "Say My Name" the way you did it the first time is sort of represents him wanting to
Yeah.
go back and do it the right way now that he's realized everything he did wrong.
Yep.
The creature forgiving him is new.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yep.
is what changes the whole movie, the whole vibe of the movie. The ending,
Mm-hmm.
the creature forgiving him for his transgressions, and then having to continue to persist, much like we must do after our fathers
Yep.
go off, and we have to continue going on. It's definitely that's an emotional thing, and the way Del Toro does it is why this movie deserves all the praise.
Well,
It lands so well.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't mention it in the beginning when Victor's showing the creature kind of trying to explain life. He shows him sunlight and he's afraid of the light. And he says light is good. And that's in like not really at the beginning, but like right in the middle of the beginning. And at the end he embraces the sunlight. And it's like the difference, and we've talked about it at work. The difference of the novel is there's no hope in the novel. No spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for John because it's a different ending. But in
But
this
if you've
one,
seen the movies, it's the same
I mean,
ending.
yeah, I have
okay,
I have
fair.
I have a pretty
Fair on that.
reasonable understanding of where it's gonna wind up. Like I'm
Ye-
familiar with the story. I just never read it.
I feel like, I mean, he in his own way, in my interpretation, he does forgive him in his own way, but it's brutal. While this, it's like I'm gonna have hope and move on in life, and it's like
Mhm.
okay, and he helps the crew get free, and
The
It's
end of this, you
happy
see
feel.
him ready to try to find a place in the world somehow. Whereas in the originals, it's very clear that the world is not for him, and he will never be living a harmonious existence, but he will be forced to exist. It's a horror. The end of the first one is pure horror. This one, there's hope. There's redemption. Ew. There's all this great, beautiful stuff that Del Toro had the audacity to put into this classic tale of woe.
Yep.
But I think it's for the times. I think we needed this ending in 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And I mean, it's sort of Frankenstein has always in my mind sort of been the ultimate outcast. And if you ended this movie with him still being completely outcasted, it's a bummer. Like, and it didn't need to be. The way you've built the rest of this movie, he's built in a place where it can finish with some hope, and he nails that.
And the colors too. When at the end you have your whites and golds that he talks about, and he tells us what the whites and golds represent. But I mean, it's pretty stark at the end that there's hope, and that you get the color of hope at the end of the movie too, which is nice.
Yeah.
There's more to discover in this too.
There
There's
is.
the parallels of Earth and Heaven. There's a ton to unpack.
This is one that like it's not even a one watch. Like if you want to fully experience this, you're gonna have to watch it a few times.
Can't wait to watch it with my wife because I keep throwing out the thirst trap creature to her as the lure.
Just show her a couple
She's
episodes
not-
of
she
Euphoria.
wants to watch it.
Show her a couple.
I don't want to
episodes
start
of
off on Euphoria.
What?
I'm gonna watch those 40-year-olds in Stranger Things season whatever, and then we're gonna probably have to find some new story to enjoy together. We tried Wednesday, it didn't work. Anyway, we're gonna get to the end. It's 1,000,000 hours long. So we obviously love Frankenstein.
5 out of
we
5.
loved it.
Yeah, this is a
6
5.
out of 5.
This is a 5.
Ryan will watch Pan's Labyrinth or will hurt him physically with things.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tax probably to start.
All right, I'm ready.
All over.
Barbed wire bat.
But if you, I honestly, Ryan, if you enjoyed this as much and you were moved to tears for this, I bet you're gonna cry at the end of Pan's Labyrinth.
I feel
It's
like
a different message, but
Yeah.
it's from what I've seen. I mean, I wasn't in the closet. I've seen trailers, again, reading articles about it, seeing certain clips, not ruining the film, but understanding what he was going for with the message and everything and the ideas. There's a lot going on, and
not good. You want to go in blind as you can.
Yeah.
Hopefully you forgot all that crap.
I was in film class. Well, kinda. Oh, come on. I'm a master of the craft. Like, I love this. Like, you don't, unless it's a horrible movie, you don't forget it. Sometimes you do remember the horrible movies. I'm not gonna lie.
You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
What do you have to remember? The stuff you
I'll-
listen to in lecture hall?
Well, I'll say this: I have seen all 5 of these films that I'm covering tonight in our top 5.
Oh, we're going into top 5s. You
You
son
like
of a
that?
bitch. All
You
right,
like
let's
that
do it.
segue?
Yeah, that was good.
That
'Cause
wasn't
I was about to start harassing you again, so that was good.
So this
let's do it.
is my top 5. Not Benicio del Toro, not Peter Jackson, but Guillermo del Toro movies. And sorry, Pan's Labyrinth's not on here. It'll be on here probably next time with Nightmare Alley. Well, this
Those
is gonna
might be
change.
1, 2 next time.
Well, maybe 2, but
One, two.
one is hard to change. But my number 5, we're
Alright.
gonna start off. This is relates to John's Blind Rankin. My number 5, Pacific Rim. As a Gajan film, he brings it to America, and it's awesome. I love it. Charlie Hunnam's in it. Ron Perlman is in a small role. It's just a fun movie, and he Americanizes it in the right way, and it works. Forget the Godzilla 2000 film. The Godzilla movies nowadays are they're okay. Not -1.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Not the
Minus-
Jack-
No, -1's great.
Minus
great
1
job.
is
Yeah. I can't wait
godly.
for the next one.
Electric Boogaloo Godzilla, bad.
Yes.
Mhm.
All the Kong
Yes.
ones are pretty bad. After King of Monsters, but
Yes.
I don't want to sidetrack you. Keep going.
Number 4. It's my first film I ever watched. I still remember clicking it open on the DVD. It's The Mimic. or mimic. I always put the because it was the same time. Now, kids, we had two of these. We had mimic and we had the relic at the same time.
Mhm.
So I
Relic
I
was
like
great,
the.
by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean
Tom
similar
size more,
concepts.
not Tom size less. Let me tell you. All right.
Well, that leads to
Mimic. Good choice.
thank you. Well, that leads to number 3, which is controversy, but I love Blade 2. I'll say it. I the vampires are cool. Norman Reedus does a good job as a supporting character with that twist. Ron Perlman, Chris Christopherson, come on now. He doesn't sing, but it's a great performance as Whistler.
I, as someone who's not a country music fan, I will make a very strong argument that Chris Christopherson is a better actor than singer anyway.
Yes,
All
I
right.
agree with that. I agree with that.
Fair.
But I
My
do
cat's
like
not
the
a marble,
sequel.
guys.
I do like the sequel though. I think the first one's a classic, of course, but the sequel, it's like the idea of like this vampire, like David S. Goyer writes a story about like the vampire virus and how they're transforming, and it's just awesome.
Nobody cares. Number 2.
Peace,
Number
peace.
2.
Number 2, you know what? I care. All right, there are people who
I know,
care.
but you're in the very small minority. We're not going to spend 5 minutes on Blade 2 at
All
1
right,
hour and
all right,
27 minutes in.
all
What's your
right.
second movie?
Second movie, it's not the Golden Army, but the first Hellboy. Del Toro this head on when it was in developmental hell. It does an amazing job. It's based on the Hellboy Seed of Destruction comic book with Rasputin, and it's awesome. Highly recommend it. And number 1, before Kern starts yelling at me, is
Yeah, that
The
was
Shape
good.
of Water. I love The Shape
He
of
lands
Water.
it. He sticks the landing.
Oh,
Mhm.
you
For
know
now.
what?
For now,
I'm
there
gonna
is
be
room
real.
for pans.
If
There's room for pans to get past The Shape of Water.
I feel though, once I watch Pants and Nightmare Alley, Pacific Rim will go away and Blade 2 will go away. Because Nightmare Alley's been on my list. I'm familiar with the original one, and he nails the remake.
Mhm.
And Pan's Labyrinth, I gotta watch it because you guys are gonna keep talking about it, or it's gonna come on the list soon. It's either way.
It's definitely going on the list for next year. Like, definitely.
Oh,
Has to.
we got Thanksgiving coming up. I was gonna say Thanksgiving. I'm like, we're not watching that. We're not
No,
watching Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is coming up.
Shape of
Patrick
Water.
Dempsey.
Totally redeems himself. John, what's yours?
All
Top
right.
5 left.
Top 5 man-made monsters.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
start number 5 with one I really didn't think I was gonna like at all. Like, at all. And it's Megan.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, did you
Yeah,
you finally watched it?
I finally watched it at the
And you
beginning of
liked it?
October. I really, really liked the first one. I haven't watched the second one. I don't know if I'm going to. First one,
They turned that into an action movie.
Yeah, and a comedy.
yeah.
More of a comedy.
I mean, for me, it probably works as a comedy because it's a pretty silly concept. But
The dance scene.
the first one works, and an engineer becomes the guardian of her orphaned niece, and decides the AI robot she's creating would be the perfect companion for her orphaned niece. The AI doesn't behave quite in the ways that she expected, and it develops a dangerous bond with Katie and becomes a very overzealous protector.
Zeal is there, everybody.
Yeah.
It's a good film.
My number 4, we're gonna go to a little blaxploitation with Blackenstein.
Yep. I knew that was
Nice.
coming. Once
So-
you
A
said black,
man-made monster.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Eddie's a horribly wounded Vietnam veteran who lost all 4 limbs to a landmine. He returned home where a gifted surgeon is able to reattach his limbs, but his jealous assistant injects Eddie with some DNA that turns him into a Frankenstein-like monster.
see, they could have had a cash cow.
if you will.
Yeah.
Blackula versus Blackenstein. They could have had a cash cow right there.
Yep.
I love
I'm surprised.
Blackula.
Yeah. Blackenstein, Blacula, they're so fun.
Yes.
There's a few. There's a few of those. There's one that's on a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde blaxploitation also. The
Ooh,
name of which is escaping me at the moment. JD's Revenge, I think it is.
okay. The 70 horror was fun. Just to
Mhm.
add.
So my number 3 is technically not man-made, it's man-altered. And it is Godzilla versus Hedorah, or the Smog Monster.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alien life form arrives on Earth inside a comet and soon begins to feed on the planet's pollution, growing into a sulfuric acid spewing monster. Scientists and Godzilla separately rush to defeat it before the smog monster can destroy the Earth.
I love that you chose that film.
Ghidorah.
It's
Well done.
so steeped in like early 70s ecological fear.
Yeah.
Which they should have probably taken more seriously in retrospect.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we did take it seriously for a little while. We fixed some things. And
Sure did.
you don't hear about the hole in the ozone layer anymore, do you?
Nope.
That's true. That is true.
We changed that. We are capable of altering this course.
Mhm.
True.
Okay. Hope.
I'm
You
gonna
must have
put
been hanging out with Guillermo.
Yeah, I'll put the soapbox away now and go to number 2, which is a movie that's actually come up already multiple times tonight. It's a parody. It's Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Yes.
Frankenstein. Yes. Yes. Sorry.
Frankenstein.
Sorry. What do you say? It's Mel Brooks. It's one of, I would put it in my top 3 Mel Brooks movies. It's as quotable as any movie ever made.
Mhm.
Yeah. Rolling
Ye-
ahead.
Hey.
Yeah, Ryan looks at me like it's outrageous that it's only in the top 3.
Well, no. I'm curious. I know Blazing Saddles.
Blazing
is
Saddles
on
is
there.
Blazing
But what's
Saddles
your-
is my one.
What's your
Blazing
number
Yeah,
3?
great movie.
3 is the question.
2 or 3 are interchangeable with Young Frankenstein and probably Spaceballs.
Okay. All right. Like, it's real quick. It's interesting depending on how you grew up watching Mel Brooks. Like, mine is like Young Frankenstein, History of the World Part 1, and Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
See, Robin Hood missed me mainly because that whole legend misses me generally. Robin Hood doesn't do a lot for me.
fair. The Love of Zorro.
And my number 1, and the reason why our friend is here.
Oh, that's right.
On a date?
Number 1
The
is
Brat.
Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker.
So when his fiance is killed in a tragic lawnmower accident, Jeffrey decides to use his scientific knowledge and ability to work with electricity to bring her back. Loads of super crack and dead sex workers later, he unveils his purple-haired creation with
Super crack.
disastrous results.
We might have had a connection
Underused phrase.
with Sinister, Mr. Boogie, Lawnmower Incident 86, Frankenhooker. There's a connection.
Oh,
Shared
man.
universe.
Connection, baby.
Frankenhooker is probably one of my top 2 or 3 B movies ever. And it's pretty high up my all-time list. I love Frankenhooker. I can just watch it over and over and just be happy.
It's fun. That's what
There
it's
you go.
supposed to be.
I have something for you guys tonight.
Ooh.
A surprise top 5.
Ooh.
I like surprises.
Ooh. So seeing as how all the ladies are soiling themselves over this super tragically hot Jacob Elordi the Creature variation, and they're getting such good press for it that it's going to help them in the Academy Awards, so I won't spoil their fun. I asked my wife to give me a few romantasy characters that she
Ooh.
likes, that she
Romantasy.
would like to see made into
Romantasy.
a film adaptation for the whole,
Okay.
to give her the vapors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's watching me. She doesn't look very amused.
The Vapors?
The vapors. This will go relatively fast. So first one is Soul the Dragon from The Dragon's Bride. I don't know how that works with dimensions and ratios and such, but I'm sure there's something that it can stretch. I'm not really sure, but
Mr. Fantastic.
I mean,
I imagine it's
I
a
mean,
shape-shifting thing.
it
It's just going like this.
it worked for Donkey and Shrek.
It did work for Donkey and Shrek. You're
Donkey.
right. Oh my God! She thinks it's like not shape-shifting. Speaking of Donkey,
Ooh.
thinking of like the Donkey shows. So
Kinky Kelly.
we have one dragon, which already makes me happy. Vectel the alien from Ice Planet Barbarians, which sounds like a movie we would have watched.
Vectel the alien.
Vectel the alien must be Vectel. It's coming in
Vectel.
rectal. That's how he does it. Rourke the Minotaur from Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Of course it had to be a Minotaur. Of course it had
That's
to be
the-
a Minotaur.
God is losing it.
Jesus.
Wait,
We're not blind.
again,
He
please.
might die.
Please say that title again.
Rourke the Minotaur from Morning Glory Milking.
Milk.
It's farm to table, guys.
I feel like you need Robert De
He's losing
Niro.
it.
Can you with me too, Greg? Can you
Tell
with
me you're getting
too?
clipped out for Instagram without telling me you're getting clipped out for Instagram. Okay. I mean, that's probably the peak for us as the idiots who don't know what any of this is. Low Moreland, the werewolf from Bride. So you got to have a werewolf.
A little more.
And number one is what's referred to as the Bat Boys, and a lot of people understand this reference because it's from a very popular series. Rysand, Cassian, and Azrael, all of the Fae men from the ACOTAR series. So these are all the fairies that they all have the
Okay.
hots for. They all want those. Sarah J. Maas, hottie fairy men. So that my wife wants to see these guys lifting up women and holding them as they die or whatever happens in Frankenstein.
Rourke
I-
the Minotaur is going to be up there. Don't worry.
I want to
Well,
see
I've
them.
seen the
I wanna
cover of
s-
that book.
I
I've
need
seen
to
the
see
cover
the
of that
cover of
book.
this book.
Can we get the
I'll
cover
write
right
to
now?
you. I mean, we can add it in. Yeah, we can add it into this cut. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. You're probably, as the viewers, you were probably looking at the cover right now. But it's pretty funny. All right, everybody. So that was our episode on Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein 2025. We ended with a bang or a whimper. I'm not really sure.
Or a milking.
Okay.
It's the list for all the
Nice.
movies tonight.
The
I'm
list.
ahead of the schedule, but I
He's ahead of the schedule.
Low Moreland, Rice and Azrael, Rourke the Minotaur. Yeah,
You're
You wrote these down? Oh my gosh.
the
Yeah.
milking farm Minotaur.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. I'm glad you enjoyed the movie. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
have a good night.
See ya.
Be